Om Namaste everyone.
Yagarha prapancharupasya chidatmatvavalokanath tyagohi mahatam pujya sadyo mokshamayo yata. The abandonment of this illusory universe by realizing that it is all consciousness Atman. And this is real renunciation, as told by the great people. Why? Since it is the nature of immediate liberation, because we consider everything as consciousness.
Illusory nature of the word is not a concept, it is reality. But to know that reality, you have to leave what is unreal as real. As long as we feel this body as me, then this illusory appearance of the word cannot be perceived by us. In Vedanta, there is a theory Ajatvad, which means everything has just come from nothing. Nothing really exists. We also have a similar experience. In deep sleep, nothing exists because there is no mind. In dream, there is a mind. There's a different word exists, and then we wake up, see the word which is this. In waking state, when the mind is there, when we do self-inquiry, we can reach the same pure consciousness without mind, where nothing exists. People go in samadhi, they go in samadhi in which this word is no more there. But when the word exists and you are in samadhi, which is called a Sahaj Samadhi, Sahaj means natural, in which no eyes closed, you are not oblivious to the word, you can still interact. But I need to explain that that interaction which is happening in Sahaj Samadhi, one knows that this all is illusory interaction. Or one knows that all this is coming from my mind only. It's part of me, nothing is separate. Nothing is for or against. And then comes this ignorance, not knowing the self. When a jnani sees others, he only sees the self because it all has come out of the self. Self always knows itself. This is realized person's own experience. then whom to say that you don't know? There is no one else. Everyone is in that self only. Only difference is that some people have not recognized that self. So they think they are ignorant. But from where they think they are ignorant is an illusion. No one is a body. These all bodies are floating in the same pure awareness, same pure energy. The name what we use for it is Brahman. Everything is that pure Brahman. It has no name, no form. Forms have also come out of it only. And there are theories and theories in religions that one day this world will dissolve. What one day? Every night it dissolves. Every night when we sleep, this is pralaya, it dissolves, it finishes. There's nothing there. Then it springs again. When we are awake and we go deeper in our own source, we realize the truth. If you take anything as real, reality exists. It is our belief system of existence which makes it real. And what is belief system? Is a thought. And who is running all these thoughts? The first thought, I thought. If we want this whole structure to be known to us, this whole game should be clear to us, and no illusion should stay, then we have to give up the whole package, detach from everything. That is why these things are considered important. Dispassion, no likes, no dislikes. Because all these are coming from the mind. Mind is giving rise to all this word, illusory word. Beyond mind, there is no word, no person, nothing. That personal God also comes from the mind only. Jnani is the one who is living in the word, doing exactly as others are doing in this word, feeding a body, doing a job, talking to people. That all is happening on an auto mode for everyone, for Jnani including. But people think they are doing it. This is the problem. This ego, this I thought is there. In this script which is already being written, things are just happening. Who are you in this script? Are you a person or you are Brahman? Pure awareness. Where are you? That makes a huge difference. That makes a difference not for your day-to-day suffering, definitely. Once you know the truth, your suffering disappears because you were suffering for something which you were never there. You are the source of that pure awareness. You are that only. And then from that, feed goes to the mind. Where is mind? Has anyone seen mind? They talk about mind is in this part of the brain, that part of the brain. Where is mind? And that mind projects this word and a body and an I thought. We think I am this body which is interacting, exactly similar to our dream at night. We dream, isn't it? It's not our neighbor who is dreaming and we are in his dream. It is our dream, we all know. When we wake up, we realize, oh, it was my dream. Same as this is my word. Interact with everything, animate, inanimate, taking that this is your word. It is your creation. Whether you like it or not, it is your creation. We complain and complain that this word is bad because you are bad. You have created a bad painting. Now you are complaining. Understand this subtle truth to go beyond it. Some people come to spirituality. Only thing they know is pilgrimage, traveling, jumping, reading books. That restless mind they bring to spirituality and they are running around. Nothing is going to happen with that. You are buying more time to know truth. Truth is in us. We are that truth. You contemplate on truth, you sit with truth, you see how things are moving without judging. Keep your attention on that pure, impartial awareness, and then the truth unfolds in you. Then you go into a different domain. Even if one glimpse you get in which this whole world which you think is so real, it just disappears or get all upside down and distorted. It crumbles down, it has no existence of its own. The whole solid structure, what you see, all this universe and everything. It starts fading away. It's not your vision gets bad. You have taken away your strong attachment to the mind. As if you're taking away the energy from the mind, and this whole thing starts collapsing. It is like moon on a very sunny day. Sometimes we see moon on a sunny day. It has no significance. And that's just bright light of pure awareness everywhere. Whether now the moon stays or goes, who cares? You are that bright light. Light of all lights. Be just that. Even this glimpse of everything just a mithya, false, comes to you, then you will never can get attracted to all this which is nothing. It comes from nothing and it goes back to nothing. Our mind is the biggest illusionist. It has created this all colorful world and trapped us in it. When we say that we can be free only by grace, kripa, it means that that true self, which we are, is pure intelligence. And it understands that this illusory appearance of image is no more interested in this. And that energy sees what we are doing, whatever we are doing. You can lie to yourself that I am doing everything right, but it knows how you behave, what you're doing when no one is watching, what type of thoughts you are attracted to. It knows everything. Like, nowadays AI knows so many things about us, Google and all those, your search history. It knows everything. It knows not just but this birth, all the births, all what we have done. It knows where we come from. It knows our progression and also our digression. It knows everything. This pure intelligence works in silence. I know some people hear voices and they say it's a God's voice, and the voice also guides. Perhaps it might be true, but most of the work occurs in silence. If you come to the purest of teaching from any realized person living any time in any part of the world, everyone will say only one thing, one problem, one issue. That is your mind, nothing else. So the solution is also twofold. Either you fix your mind or you leave the mind. I feel leaving the mind is easy, fixing the mind is very difficult. How many things you will fix? Just leave it. Whatever it is showing, let it show. You are not interested in this movie anymore. The movie is going on at your home. You are doing your own chores. Let it be. You don't know where the remote control is. Let it play. I am not listening. I am not interested. Then whether it stays or goes, who cares? This includes your body. This includes everything around you. The moment you decide to do this, you stay in your heart. This mysterious peace comes to you. You get into the shower of bliss all the time. Even this mind starts throwing away experiences, beautiful experiences to some people. And some powers comes. And everything is immaterial to you now. It is now throwing things to you. Do you like this? Do you like that? Look how nice, how spiritual, sacred mind is. It is showing fairies, it's showing things. But now it cannot fool you. I'll tell you from Bhagavan, Once someone said to Bhagavan, if Shiva comes in front of you, if Arunachala comes in a form, a Shiva comes to you, what would you say? What would you feel? Bhagavan said, I will say, you can't fool me. Someone would think he would say, I will bow down. He said, there's nothing except me. There's nothing except me. I am that I am. Buddha found the same 2500 years ago. Jesus found the same 2000 years ago. Bhagavan found the same 70 years ago. And so many others found it. So many devotees of Bhagavan found it. They're finding every day also. There's nothing to declare about it. To whom they declare? To illusory word? To images which are not existent? They say when we are ready for it, we get a guru. A guru comes in our dream world and he pushes us within. And the self within pulls us. Not just a guru comes, all life changes. Your old friends with whom you were enjoying all sorts of sensory indulgence disappear. Phone stops ringing. You get people who are more looking for truth. Job changes. So many changes occur. All because of that pure grace. You show interest and it pulls you in. But 100% interest. 100% faith. Some scientific people, some people who are skeptics, they say when that pure intelligence is so smart, why when we put an experiment, why it does not want to prove us? And the answer comes from Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna says, don't tell to anyone who is skeptic, who does not believe. This is secret. This is the ultimate secret. He has said many times in many shlokas, this is the ultimate guha, secret. Don't tell to anyone who is skeptic. This pure knowledge, this knowledge to be free forever, is only for the one who is interested in it. Very easy, very simple thing. Why? It's not a missionary thing to tell people, bring them in, make a group. Then again you are in the same trap. The one who has to know will know it somehow. Somehow it will come to his ear and he will know the truth. Good news is this truth is always there, even right now, with all of us. Though for the practice and to make that understanding, we call it Hridayam, heart, we give a physical place where you feel the pulsations, vibrations, which Bhagavan says Purna, that all is all okay to start. But then it is everywhere. It is only the thing, truth, which is everywhere. It is within, without, everywhere. And it is not a thing. You can't touch it, you can't measure it. It is you. All the instruments made by our mind fail to reach it. Nothing can reach it. Not even death can reach there. Death can only reach up to the body, a form. Even death cannot take us there, because death is still very compassionate. It leaves the subtle bodies, it only takes away the gross body, and then you get the subtle body stays, and then you get another gross body. To go beyond, you have to leave those bodies also. And I thought is in that Manomaya Kosha, not in this body. This body never says, I am you. We only think. It is only in the mind. And unfortunately, death doesn't take away mind. Mind stays. So this surgical procedure is much more deeper, more radical, to eradicate this illusory mind. Why a jnani becomes fearless? Because he has given up more than what death can take away. While we attach to this body and so fearful of death, that itself shows that how much our attachment to the body is. And then we cry for liberation, how foolish we are. Liberation is not for a weak-hearted person. Liberation is not for someone who has millions of desires in their mind. Not for a weak-hearted, not for a weak mind. Where all this energy, courage comes from? When we are ready, everything comes to us. This courage, help, everything comes. Waking, sleep, dream, all are states of mind only. We are that which is a different state. During these three states and beyond it. Let's say tomorrow we are a dead body, this body is dead. Then which state you will be in? Waking, dream, or deep sleep? Which one will be there? So there is a term for this awareness when you live in awareness. Turiyatita. Turiya. Turiya means fourth state, but it's not a state. It is stateless state. This is our true identification with the self, Atman. To say in day-to-day language, we can say, I am a soul, you are a soul, we both are same, let's have a hug. That is not going to give you any liberation. I see people talking like this all the time. And they think they have sorted out. They say, I always thought I am the body. Now I know I am the soul. And I know you are also a soul. So we both are soul. Soul in Sanskrit is called as Jiva. Jiva is still an entity, a separate. That doesn't make much difference to me. It is better to say, I am the body, you are the body, yo, we both are bodies. You are a human being, I am a human being. How does it matter? You are still seeing another. What the shloka said, illusion, illusory. Illusion is, you should just understand, deep within you. But once you understand deep within you, then all your suffering disappears. Then you can't cry to others and telling your stories. This thing happened to me and this. The moment you speak like this, it shows how foolish you are, how ignorant you are. You are still thinking that I am this body and people are doing this to me and this is happening. As an actor, you can still do, like sometimes we do with kids. You're playing some game, or you just act like a child just to please them. That is still okay. When Lord Rama was looking for Sita, Parvati asked Shiva that you told he's an avatar, he's a jnani, but he's behaving like a child, he's crying for Sita. He said he is. It is just an act he's doing. So she went in a disguise. She became Sita or something and went in front of him. And he immediately said, Mother, why you are doing like this, becoming like Sita? And she could see his facial expression change. He was in deep peace and calm. This story Whether you believe it or not is not important, but to understand that if you can stay like that, you are doing whatever you are doing, but you know what the truth is all the time. This Maya, this illusory word, is no more a trap for you. No attraction and no aversion. No rag, no dvesh, nothing. Living in it as if you're not living in it. Keep your attention on this impartial, neutral awareness. Who cares what type of thought coming or not coming? Don't be paranoid about mind, just leave it. Ignore it. Be a devotee of pure silence. Silence is God, if you want to call it by God. That silence is divine. Stop reading books and keep practicing now. Stop search. All search stops when you start finding a stillness within you. There's something in us which never moves and never gets involved in anything. And it is impersonal. When people do wrong things, they say we feel like inner conscience is watching us, something is watching it. Sometimes people get scared doing wrong things because of that type of feeling. Recede and be that which is always watching. Though it still allows you to do what you want to do. It gives you freedom to do crime and then suffer and be punished also. but it allows you to do that. That is why we already had 2 world wars and preparing for the third and perhaps the last one. Just abide in your pure awareness and be free from all this what is happening in the world. Know the truth of everything. This world, what we see, is a construction of collective mind. And the mind is most unstable, restless entity. You cannot trust it. The moment you leave mind, you enter into the purest plane of consciousness, Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. This Satchitananda gives us bliss, eternal bliss only. The food body needs food which will be only in this illusory world. It does not give you food directly or anything directly. Then it is all in the domain of projected mind, things are happening. Though still the source is that pure awareness, intelligence. When we know truth, we don't know it as an object, as an experience. We recede from what we are not, and then what is left is that only. We don't have to do too many things to know it. Just one small thing, to give up your mind, give up association with it, that's all. We are pure silence which stays with us all the time. Recognize only with silence, not with the dream world, not with the illusory world. That includes this body, that includes our mind, our thoughts. We are the most sacred entity. If anything needs to be worshipped, is us, that pure self. Keep your attention here. So this energy opens up from this eggshell. Be with that. We are pure silence. We are only silence. We are not any thought, not even I thought. We are not the body. We are only an energy. And in truth, we are that energy which is untainted, pure, eternal, unborn. So it cannot die. It gives rise to all the life what we see. So in that sense, we become everything also. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.